back to another video, and I'm going to be showing you 7 really cool terminal tricks, I would say, that you can try out in terminal. So these tricks, I'm going to put the link of each code in the description, so you won't need to some code is really long, so you can just copy and paste it from the description. And in terminal, it's not really hacking, it's just really cool tricks, maybe playing games on terminal, and doing other stuff. And terminal is kind of it's not really a gaming thing, it's where you put code, and you can actually use terminal in really cool ways. And I'm going to show you the some seven really cool ways you can do it. Let's get started. So the first trick you can do in terminal is actually play games. So if I type Command-Shift-I, I can go here, or you can do Show Inspector, and then you go to Settings, and you click on Homebrew, or whichever one you like. I think Homebrew looks cool, so I'm going to pick Homebrew. Then, I'm just going to do that for all of them, so then it looks kind of cool, like you're hacking. Anyways, the first trick is if you type emacs. So if you type emacs, it gives you this page, and it has all this stuff. But quick way you can access it is you can play games. So you press escape, the escape key on your computer, ESC on the top left if you have a Mac. Then you press X, and then it takes you to this page, this thing here. You can type a game, a game. So so for example, there are games like Tetris and Adventure, I think, or something like that. So for example, if I type Pong, it actually plays Pong, and this is a 2v2. You can't play against the computer. So the control keys are the up arrow, down arrow, left arrow, and right arrow. I know the left arrow and right arrow is kind of weird, and I'm actually moving both, but I'm operating it, nobody else is. So the left arrow is up, and the right arrow is down, and I'm just playing with myself right now, which is kind of weird. But also, for example, if I do type in emacs again, emacs, and then you do escape, X, you can also type in for example, snake, and then you get a snake game. If you guys know what Slither.io is, it's kind of like this. Yeah. So I'm just gonna terminate all of these. Now the second trick is you can actually watch Star Wars on your computer. So using terminal. So it kind of depends. If you're a Mac, you put NC and then the rest. But I think if you're Windows or something else, you do Telenet or something. I don't really know, but for me, I just put NC. Then you put towel.blinkenlights. It's really weird. I know. I have no idea why this is a code. And then you put NL23. And if, for example, this plays Star Wars episode IV, which means 5. But you can't put 22. That doesn't do anything. Actually, I don't know. I've not tried it. Let me try. Yeah, it doesn't do anything. So put NC towel.blinkenlights and then .NL23, and then it actually does this. Look. Just says original work, Simon blah. Anyways, so it says all these thingies before the actual thingies. So it's they typed out kind of the whole script. I don't know who's actually went through the whole thing, the whole movie, but it's really cool. Look at that. It's the thing. So they typed up the whole script, I think, and I don't think anybody's gotten to the end of it, but I have just I've tried watching 2 minutes of it, and then I got really bored of reading all of it because you have to read all of it like this. It's really weird. This is actually really hard to read because it's going so fast. I can barely even read this. Oh my gosh. Okay, you guys can try watching the whole thing. I don't know, write down in the comments if you watch the whole thing. I don't know how long that is going to be. Whoa, what is happening? This is actually cool. Wow, that's cool. Okay, that is cool graphics. That is really good graphics. This is good graphics. I don't think you can copy and paste it. I tried copy and pasted copying and pasting the start of it, and it didn't really work. But anyways, you can try watching the full movie thingy. But anyways, moving on to the next trick. Okay, so this is the third trick. So remember, I'm gonna put all of the code in the description below. So if you just don't want to type the code and you're too lazy, or it's just too long, you can just copy and paste it from the description. And if you don't, if you have a problem with this code, just write it down in the comments below. I might be able to fix the code for you. But I've already copied the code, so you can actually make snow fall from terminal. So if I press Command V and I press Enter, look what happens. It actually starts snowing, which is so cool. Like, wow. Like, it actually puts snowflakes and it snows. That's a really cool command. And yeah, you guys can just see this. It was not really useful, but it was just fun. It was just a cool trick to see all this snow falling. This next trick, you're gonna actually be able to change your you're gonna be able to change your desktop into your screensaver. So right now my screensaver is just pi digits. As you can see here, I just changed it to pi digits. It's just numbers, that's all. Regular desktop. And I have lots of desktops. I have 16 of them with all different backgrounds. Some are just blue. But anyway, so those are my desktops. So if I go back to terminal and I have this code already copied, I'm gonna put it in the link in the description. But this code actually changes your desktop to your screensaver. So if I paste it, look what happens. It actually, so you can see it says the time right now. And if you look here, you can see it change. Because you can see here all these folders are covering it, but my desktop is different there. That's because now I'm going to change it. I'm going to change it to just the desktop. Look, it's my screensaver. I changed my desktop to just my screensaver. And this is not my screensaver. This is my actual desktop, background right now. It's kind of like making your background a GIF. And look, if I go to my widgets page, it even changed there. I have this virtual fruitcake, and that's that thing. And it actually changed, which is really, 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 really cool. Because the background, it just changed. So now if I go back to terminal, which is there, so all that processing stuff happened. And if I close the window, it's gonna go. So if I terminate it, look, it's back to my normal desktop. It's no more of this is the PyDitch one. It's no more of the Matrix one. And anyways, now so now to install that screensaver I showed you there, I've already opened up this website. I'm gonna put this website link in the description, but this is, I think, for free, 15. Okay, that's cool. Anyways, you just click on any one of the download links. I'm gonna click on this one, and I've already downloaded it. I've already downloaded the screensaver. That's why I showed you it in terminal. So, my computer's really slow, but it's gonna say no preview available in Drive. Then you just have to click on download, and then it's gonna download. It's gonna come in your downloads here. So just wait for it. Then once it's done, click on it. You just have to wait for all this stuff. Just click skip. Okay. So now once all of that is done, now you double click on this, and since I've already installed it, it's gonna say, do you want to replace it? I'm just gonna press cancel, but yours is not gonna say that. It's gonna say unidentified developer, all that weird stuff. So the way to open it is go to security and privacy, and again, this is safe. This is safe. Okay, the Mac thinks everything is like unsafe. Like I downloaded an app my brother sent me through Gmail, and then it said that was made from an unidentified developer. But you have to click on open anyways here. Then it's gonna show something here. You just click open, and then it's gonna install on your screensavers. So then okay, my laptop froze, but once you go to your screensavers, you can change it to that one. It's gonna be called Red Pill whatever. Okay, my laptop unfroze. Okay, go to desktop and screensavers, and this is for a Mac. Then you go down, and then you click on Red Pill, whatever that is. Then you can actually change the options. Like you can amount of strip thingies, the velocity it comes down from, the start depth, fog, I don't know, all this stuff. Now you can press OK. You can see the preview here. And yeah, that is how you download it. Okay, so now for this one, in Terminal, I don't know if you guys have installed Homebrew, but there's this thing called Homebrew, where it's really cool. So you can just type brew and then like install, and then these thingies in Terminal you can install. So to install Homebrew, if you don't have it installed, I have a code here. I can paste it. I'm not gonna press enter because I already have it downloaded. I'm gonna put this code in the description if you want to download Homebrew. So once you downloaded Homebrew, Okay, so once I deleted everything, well, you don't need to. You just press enter, and then it's going to have all this weird processing stuff. It's going to ask for your password, and you type in your password, and you just have to type it, press enter. Make sure you don't type it wrong. Then it's going to download, and then you can actually type brew, and then stuff, like, it's just nothing here, because it's like, there's nothing happening. So, okay, this is really weird. I don't know what is happening. Oh, it's just when you type brew, it says example usage. So you can do everything. So you can do brew search, brew info, brew install, which is another thing I'm going to be showing you today. So type clear. Okay, so you can type in brew and then install something called tree. This is really cool. So once you install tree, which I've already installed, it's going to do stuff over here. I don't know what it's actually doing here. It says it's going to say updating Homebrew. It always says that when you install something, and then it's just going to update your Homebrew. And then more stuff is going to happen. I really don't know what's going to happen with your computer, but a bunch of stuff is going to happen. It's going to update your Homebrew. You don't have to do anything or type passwords or anything. You just have to wait for it to install. And tree, it doesn't just have to be tree that you install. There are tons of things. So then it's going to say auto updated formula, whatever. So now since you do that, well, I've already installed it, so I don't need to reinstall it. So you just type in tree since we installed it, and since I have so many files on my computer, which you can see over here, I have you can barely see my desktop, which is why I showed you the screensaver without my folder so you can see it. So if you type tree, it just does this really cool stuff, and it looks like you're hacking something because there's all this stuff here, like a tree branch thingy. Wow. That's just really cool, and since I have a lot of documents, it's gonna take like forever to finish. But if you don't have many documents on your computer, it's just gonna end in like 5 seconds. But mine's gonna go forever. So moving on to the next one. Okay, so this final trick is basically you can make terminals say whatever you want. So I'm just gonna put my volume high. I don't know if you can hear this, but if I type say, and then anything after, it's gonna repeat what you type. So
anything after.
So I can type say and type in anything you want. Like you can type random stuff.
HDHRHHJRFR.
Which is really weird. And when it's like not a word, sometimes it just reads the individual letters. But if you say like hello, subscribe, it's gonna say
hello, subscribe.
And then to edutainment V. I don't know if it's gonna be able to read that. Oh yeah, say to edutainment V.
To edutainment V.
Okay, yay, that worked. Now, a really funny thing I like to do is do this. Okay, so if I type in, I'm just gonna. Okay, I opened a new window because I wanted to just show you this clean. So if I put say, I'm just gonna paste what I did. Listen, it's just really weird. Wow, that's funny. That just wow. That was just really weird. But that is the final command. Yeah, that was all for today. And let me just end it using terminal.
That was all for today. Thanks for watching. Hello. Bye.
Bye. And as always, thanks for watching the video. Hope you maybe use these 7 tricks in just using them normally. And again, the links of these code is going to be, not links, but the code is going to be in the description. And again, thanks for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye.